Hello, it's Gustavo Cruz, realtor with Sasa Properties here. Today, I'm here with Ana Arana. Ana, you work with First Heritage Mortgage. You are a mortgage lender. You have been in the industry for quite a few years, haven't you? Tell me more about your experience and how long you've been with First Heritage.
Yes, Gustavo. Nice being here and very happy to provide some information for our client.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Ana Arana and I'm with First Heritage Mortgage. I have been in the industry for about 22 years, serving our community with financing for their homes, and glad to provide extra information regarding financing and the available assistance right now in order to buy your home.
Yes. Anna, tell me a little bit more, because I've been hearing a lot of questions about how COVID-19 has affected the mortgage industry and how to go about obtaining a loan for a home. Can you please tell me what has changed due to COVID-19, please?
Yes, some banks have making changes to the criteria of how they qualify prospect buyers. Mainly on FICO scores. They have increased the required FICO scores for you to be able to qualify for a mortgage. 680 seems to be the trend right now for every loan, especially government loans. If we're talking about HA, BA, USDA, they are requires for FICO scores to be 680. So that's one of the major changes that we're seeing. Also, if you are buying a home that is an investment property or is a second home, there's a set of rules that you have to meet in order to be able to qualify. If you're buying the home for your own primary residence, then the rules are more lenient and they haven't changed much. However, we are very, very diligent in order to obtain all the information up front, get you approved 100%, so your home buying process, your financing is in place, and we meet all the criteria and all the changes as of right now.
Wow. So Anna, tell me, now you're saying that most mortgage programs are asking you to have a 680 credit score, FICO credit score. That's an increase from 620 or 580? How much of an increase has that been?
Well, it depends what type of financing you are pursuing. It depends what type of program you are looking or you qualify for. Something very important to consider is that all the first-time homebuyer programs have not changed their criteria. Okay. One of the major programs that we use in Virginia, which is the BHDA financing, have not changed the rules on regard to the 620 credit score. Okay. So that's good news. But if you already own a home, you're not a first-time buyer, and you want to buy a home, then the 680 requirement will be considered on that part.
So a first-time home buyer with a 620 credit score can still buy a home. It's only for a secondary home that is required to have a higher credit score, correct?
All right, if you own a home before, you're not a first-time buyer or you're buying into an investment property, I mean, the criteria have changed not only on FICO scores, but also on the money that you have to show on your bank as reserves. Then also, if you consider to buy what we call a high balance jumbo loan, then that money probably is completely disappear. It doesn't exist. It's like, if you're buying $1 million home and higher, financing right now is not available. It's temporary, it will come back, but as of right now, banks are being a little bit more cautious of what they lend. That's what they have put in place, all these new rules. And again, it's temporary. So it's make sure that you talk with your professional in order to get your information up front before you start looking for homes.
A jumbo loan, what amount enters that category of type of loan? What's a jumbo loan? I know you mentioned $1 million, but what's that?
Jumbo loans are loans that do not are in the amount of loans secured by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. They go over the standard loan amounts that they have able to go through that. But it's called jumbo because they go beyond, the 750 loan amounts.
750. Okay, so it's over 750,000 a person. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Also, I've been hearing a lot about, before COVID-19, we had a few different systems or programs to assist first-time home buyers with down payment. I've been hearing a lot of talk about those being canceled for the time being. Is that a myth or is that truth? What's going on with that? Is there still assistance for first-time home buyers for their down payment?
Absolutely, yeah, that doesn't change, have not changed. What is happening right now is a lot of lenders are either canceling, restricting, or putting on hold these type of programs, but it doesn't mean that the program itself has disappeared or is no longer available. It's good to get yourself informed and look for options. Some lenders have stopped lending or stopped providing this type of assistance, not because there's no money available, it's because there's a unique situation that not allow this lender to do the program. So if you have a lender that said, no, we don't have the first-time homebuyer programs, it's good for you to check and have a second opinion. Ourselves at First Heritage Mortgage have not stopped doing these programs, and we have several options. We do loans for first-time buyers in Virginia, Maryland. We have grants. We have 100% financing. So we have not changed the ability to provide these to first-time home buyers. So my advice will be, is the lender you're working right now put a stop to it and they cancel it for what COVID-19 is, is here, then look for a second opinion. Ask your realtor, of course, at Gustavo, to get in contact and get you a second opinion, because the money is still there and it's available, and it's still, you can take advantage of that so you can have some money to buy your home.
So the VHDA program that you have been helping me with a few clients for the past few years, that's still the same. We can still keep using that. We can still.
It is available. Correct. Yes, it's still available. They have not ceased providing assistance to first-time home buyers, and we are actually closing still a lot of those loans. So people are taking advantage of that money. So please inquire. And if your income, you're a first-time buyer, your credit, everything meet the guidelines, you will be able to utilize those funds. My advice is to get fully approved. It's a good time now to get all your information together, provide documentation, your income, your credit, so you are fully 100% approved, and you can concentrate after to look for the house.
Absolutely, very good information. Also, Anna, I've been hearing a lot about, unfortunately, with COVID-19, a lot of people are having difficulties making their mortgage payments, and I've been hearing a lot on the news and over social media about mortgage forbearance and deferral payments. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Or there seems to be a lot of confusion with that?
Yes, this is a big topic right now. The forgiveness of your payments or forbearance is a temporary grace period. It doesn't mean that the payments have been forgiven. It's just they are being delayed, to say it. You can opt with each bank is different. They will send you some information, or you can inquire about it. The bank just agreed to temporarily suspend your payments, your mortgage payments, and they can do 3 months, 6 months. If you have an FHA loan, that can be 6 months and then maybe a year. But it's very important to consider that you will be responsible for repaying all the missed payments after this grace period is over.
Sure.
Those payments will have to be made at one point. So if you are in a situation that really need to have and apply for forbearance, of course you have to do it, but if you can avoid it at any cost and you still can make your mortgage payments, we really recommend for you to be informed and talk to a professional before you make that decision.
Absolutely. So at the end, even if you take the advantage of not paying for 3 months, that fourth month you'll have to pay the 3 months that you didn't pay plus the fourth month. So it's a difficult situation at that point. And some banks are offering mortgage readjustment, or they're offering to modify your mortgage. How does that normally work?
Yeah, that's the difference. So there's 3 steps to a 3-step to the process of you having problems paying your mortgage. The first, in each bank is different. So one bank might offer something different than another bank. So it depends who are you paying your mortgage to. You will have to talk to a specialist and they will let you know what they need or how they handle the situation. Forbearance, number one, you can temporarily defer your payments or not make your payments. But then you will have to make a lump sum payment at the end of the 3 months, or the bank can possibly work with you to make those payments and create what is called payment options, maybe 6 months, maybe 12 months, but you also will have to pay your regular mortgage payments at that time. Then number 2, they might offer you a loan modification. Loan modifications, that's the name. They're gonna modify your mortgage somehow, maybe forgiving part of your mortgage, but you will always owe extra money on that. They might they might deduct your interest rate, but they will also make fees to it. They will be fees. It depends what the bank, each bank considerations and guidelines are. And more important, loan modifications are always considered derogatory on your credit. So you will have to go through that route. Please consider all your options first and inform yourselves. Get all the information up front before making that decision.
That means that if someone opts to do a loan modification, their credit will be impacted because of it.
It will be impacted because you have to prove that you have to go that route. And usually our experience in the past is that the banks require for you to be late on your payments. You have to show distress, financial distress. So how do you show that? Not making your mortgage payments. And it's a process, it's different options. Again, it's the bank who's going to tell you what they want, but you at one point I will say that will be the last option that you want to go with, to have a loan modification. If it's not, if something that is not going to be it is going to hurt your credit and it's going to be derogatory.
Wow. Anna, this is all very good information. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. You being the mortgage professional that you are, how can people contact you?
Yes, I can be contacted by phone or email. I can provide that. My direct line is 703-283-7657. And Gustavo is great. He also has my contact information. He's a great realtor. And if you need any more information or we can provide any support, we can definitely contact and we can work with you.
Absolutely, we're definitely here to help to help our customers and clients. So, thank you very much, Anna. I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.